There we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Astraea Love. Okay, I'm going to play the throat chakra bowl, and then I'll go through the disclaimer. But my legal disclaimer is in the description box below. Okay, we're going to open the throat chakra and clear it out. Then we're going to boost that chakra back up. Okay, so make sure that you're familiar with my legal disclaimer. It's in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Okay. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. I don't want to go through this entire thing today, so just make sure that you guys are not attacking or bullying me or anything like that. And don't steal my messages, basically, to continue to say that. Every time I see this bell, I think about how back in the day people used to summon their servants by using a bell. They would just start ringing it. Like, it's so funny to me. Okay, so now we're going to do the prayer. So I'm asking that the Most High God be with us now. Also the Holy Spirit, the archangels, the ascended masters, the Ophanim, the Galactic Federation of Light, basically everything that's on this sheet of paper. I also am calling upon Archangel Michael specifically because he's my favorite and because I would like him to return all evil and block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective. And I'm praying for all of my subscribers. Okay, I ask God as I call upon your favor and grace to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's work and mission on the earth. I am eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. Okay, so the message that I got was that somebody tried to, well, what they wanted to do was take you guys to court, somebody in the collective. They want to take somebody to court and sue them. And this is like, you know, when people will look at celebrities and they'll like profile a celebrity and they'll Google their net worth and all that crap so that they can basically go to a lawyer and try to blackmail that celebrity. And maybe they have like a reason to blackmail them. Maybe they don't, but whatever. They'll basically try to go for that net worth of that celebrity. That's what I'm picking up here. Somebody was like calculating a life insurance policy or calculating some type of net worth or something like that. And they were looking into your credit. They were looking into how much money you make and how you make it so that they could what they wanted to do is fraudulently take you to court over some shit that is not even legit. Like false evidence from the beginning. Not even fear, but not even false evidence appearing real. This shit just looks like false evidence, you know? Like, I mean, they tried to do a good job doctoring up these written statements and shit, but no, it looks fake. It still looks fake. And the numbers do not match what the actual courts have. So again, these people are foolish. They wanted to take somebody to court just to take their money. for no other reason than that, is that they just don't like that this person makes money. Death. All I keep seeing is death for this person. They don't like that this person makes money. They don't like you and the collective making money. They don't like the fact that you have freedom. They think that you should have to be a slave and work. So this could be a racist piece of SHIT, or this could be somebody that is like, you know, just prejudice against, just doesn't want other people to do well in life, which is pretty sad and pathetic. But you know, these people really need to get a grip on themselves. Like, they really think that they're the most important things in the world. And I'm like, God does not even value these people because they don't value themselves, which is the absolute truth. These people are weird. They see this star quality and they're like, we have to unalive it. We have to steal it. We have to siphon it. How are we going to steal this star trait? Well, if this person doesn't have money, then they can't provide for themselves. God will always provide for you. These people are tripping. They're tripping. Two of Wands. This is about a new business idea, a goal, or a project that you've completed or that's like in the works. The World in the reverse. And then the Chariot. Okay. Like I said, this person has tried to turn your world upside down. I mean, they're truly stupid. They also don't have any energy for whatever this is that you do. This person that wants to do it doesn't have the energy to do it. They're involved with this Chariot energy, which means that they're either like, well, first of all, these people can't come up with new ideas. They copy everybody else's business ideas. And like I said, this person's kind of like I don't know, they're a liar and a shapeshifter and a thief. But yeah, they've done this before. They've used the police in illegal ways to basically try to cause fear in other people and shit like that. These people manipulate the police and lie to the police. And they make false reports. And so that's why these people are going to hell. I mean, they're going to jail most likely too, but they're going to go to hell. So yeah, these people underestimate their own abilities when it comes to you. They know that these people are cowards. They know that they're not courageous. And this Two of Wands shows that you're a courageous person and that you're willing to move forward. So I don't know what these people were trying to do on the dark web, but if they were trying to make you take the fall for some evil ass dark web dumb shit, that's not possible. The way the mechanics of a computer are, that these things, there's like these blank spots that exist on the internet, and this person's tried to create one of those or get access to one of those, and they keep getting shut out. So whatever they're doing on the dark web is not even working. Also, these people are afraid of you exposing their bullshit, which they should be afraid, because you always solve these mysteries. You guys are like psychic detectives almost. You just pick up on, that this person wants to keep you from success and happiness. They're a freaking weirdo. And they think that they're going to be able to take you to court for that. Nah. Yeah, you definitely are the high priestess energy. You have the abilities. Like I just said, you have spiritual abilities and gifts. And you also, when these people are trying to send the police at you or whatever, and you just move out of the way, because all you have to do is stay away from these people. And if these people live around you, you need to just keep rebuking them and rebuke them out of the city. And eventually God will force them out. God will force these people to move. But I think that these people maybe don't live in your city. They're way too attached to their current job and residence, and they don't want to move. These people. Thank you so much, Lilith. You're awesome. These people do not want you to move. Like, they wanted to cover you up so that you would stay small, so that you wouldn't be seen. But you're a high priestess, and this person's basically a nobody. They tried to cloak their energy also. They're in the Five of Cups, major regrets and setbacks. These people are really facing like loss, and a loss of a very valued possession. If these people had any spiritual gifts, they've lost those. And not only lost them, like God took them away, but there's also disappointment in love and a friendship. So this could have been somebody who was a friend to you in the past, or was pretending to be your friend. This serpent person should have struck at you when you were unawares. now that you're aware of their bullshit, this is not the time to come slithering back into your life. You know what I'm saying? Like this snake, when it was around you before, it had the opportunity to strike against you, but it didn't, because it was waiting for the opportunity. And this is how God works. God's going to lead this person on to think that, okay, it's not the right time yet. It's never going to be the right time for that shit. But now that you've kicked this person out of your energy, they want to slither their ass back in. This also could be the end of a love relationship or a marriage between an ex of yours and somebody else. These people are ridiculous. With their like need to betray you, it's obsessive. And these people ask themselves, now what did collective do to me to make me feel this way? And they can't even come up with anything. Yeah, the idiocy is like crazy. They can't even come up with a reason why they hate you. Like that's obviously demonic. They don't know why they're hating you. They're being driven by something else. Yeah. And the demonic realm supports you. The demonic realm doesn't fuck with these people. These demons don't like these cops. And these cops, I do have to say, are not intelligent. These are not the sharpest tools in the shed. I would not want these people on my police task force. I would not, if I need to get shit done, would not be able to deal with these people. I would be like, y'all need to go. This group of cops needs to go because they're like extra slow. Literally, these cops will take violent ass actions against people without having with just having hearsay, without having the full evidence. They need to go. They also like block investigations, and they miscarry justice on a day-to-day basis. These police officers are a fucking joke. And I'm picking up on some fat ass cops that cannot run to chase a suspect. No, dude, no. And I'm not saying that cops should be the buffest, most in shape people, but I'm literally seeing a donut eating fat ass idiot and a bunch of other dumbass dummies that fuck up. They not only when they're on investigation, they're working on a case. Yeah, it's an envy for sure. These police officers are disgusting. They contaminate the area, whatever crime scene they're trying to dust for evidence on or whatever. I mean, these people are retarded. I would not have them anywhere near any type of crime scene or any type of police work. I mean, maybe they could be a mall cop. Maybe that's more of the energy of where these people belong. I don't know how they pass these physical exams and stuff that you have to pass to be a cop. How in the hell did this donut eating mofo that literally could not run to save his life? How the hell did he get on the police task force? I want to know, what corners did he cut? Some of these people are stupid. And then also these men that are in the task force, they demonize any type of women that's a police officer. Yet the woman's more smarter than the man. Like than a whole group of men. You have a one woman or two or three women possibly in this group of whatever it's called, police group, police station, whatever section, and they're smarter than all of the men combined. And you have the men that are in the higher up positions. This is retarded. It's sad. And it's funny because women have a disadvantage because of our size and our strength when it comes to probably arresting people and shit like that. But they seem to do a better job than these other cops that are just weirdos. These are the police officers that are being manipulated, and they're on the dark web. They don't know that this snitch person that's been making these false reports has actually put these police officers on the dark web. Just crazy. Three of Pentacles. You have a community supporting you. You have a collaboration or a group business or a project they're working on. People are collaborating with you. They're supporting you, or they're about to. And these people tried to stop this collaboration because they didn't want you to fulfill your destiny. These people did not want you to figure out anything about your spiritual self, and they did not want you to have a job, helping anybody or being of any importance. But yeah, I mean, I pity these police officers because they're about to go down for all of this dumb shit that they've been doing, and also for being stupid dummies. They're just like like I said, not spirit just keeps saying not the sharpest tool in the shed. These people they can't solve investigations. There's no point in keeping them around. Keep them around to make them do donut and coffee runs. Other than that, they're fucking useless. And they're paying these people, a lot to be useless pieces of shit that literally that have miscarried justice on a day to day. It's okay. I mean, it's okay for a cop to have a miscarriage of justice once or twice in their career, but every motherfucking day, every day they are failing. Like, oh my God. Yeah, thank God. These people think that they're God, though, in other people's lives. That's their problem. They go around thinking that they can control other people's lives because they have a little bit of power, but that power can be stripped away so fast. Like I said, up under the moon. I'm serious. Somebody has tried to cloak their energy. They still haven't come out yet. So I rebuke that. I ask that God please take away any cloaking that is illegal, like people trying to commit crimes and then cloak themselves. Yeah, this is like these police officers could have lost a relationship, or somebody could have gotten fired because of some mess that they're involved in. These people are messy as hell, and they're irresponsible. I just don't get it. I don't get how and this is probably why they're starting to get fired, because no other person can rely on them. They're pretty much useless. And they're also paranoid as hell. And you don't need anybody that has a weapon on them being paranoid of every situation. Like, these are the type of people that would just shoot somebody and not have a reason to, I don't like that. I think that that's seriously messed up. But yeah, they see that you have a collaboration of people. Somebody also tried to call you a cult leader. Bitch, please. I don't see that at all. I don't see any cult leader. I see that you're a high priestess. Yes, you have authority over this person. You have authority over the spiritual realm, but as far as like leading a bunch of clowns around, I don't see that you're that type of person. These people follow you because they want to follow you and they want to learn what you're learning. These people, this community and collaboration that wants to collaborate with you, they support you, but they're not worshiping you like a cult leader. So whatever was said to these police officers to make them investigate you was complete bullshit. Yeah, this could have been a younger energy saying this dumb crap, because it doesn't even sound believable. I also heard terroristic threat. Somebody could have said that you were a terroristic threat. What in the hell does that even mean? What is a terroristic threat? How could somebody be a terroristic threat? What does that even mean? That's crazy. So I don't know what you could have said to make this person say, "Oh, you're of terrorism," but that doesn't even make any like. It sounds like this shit right here sounds like some dumb shit that came out of a child's mouth. Somebody that really doesn't know what they're talking about. They're just putting out words that they know trigger people and just saying that dumb shit. Literally, you're dealing with somebody that's a liar. I don't know why this younger person. Maybe they're intimidated by you. Maybe they want to do what you do for a living. Maybe they want whatever your destiny is or something. But I don't know why they've been up under the moon trying to like basically paint a picture to the police about you. This little idiot thinks that they're a hacker also. This young person, this Page of Pentacles, they think that they're a hacker. They think that they've successfully doxed you on the dark web. And these cops are about to find out the hard way, the long way, and the hard way. That this is why you don't listen to children and you don't listen to snitches. I mean, if you listen to children, make sure that you have intuition to tell if they're telling the truth or not, because not all children are honest people. And like a lot of children have been raised to commit crimes. Like they have been taught only criminal bullshit their entire life. How to steal, how to lie, how to cheat. So these people feel like they run society because they commit all of the crimes in society and nobody stops them. They're about to go to jail, though. They don't see that they're about to be pulled into the court system, and they're going to have to produce the evidence that they put in these false reports against you. And this person does not have no evidence. They are going to try to create something with chat GPT is what I just heard. So they're going to try to use an AI to create some type of fake content that can be easily debunked by anybody that knows anything about computers at all. So this is what I'm saying. These people are really slow, really freaking slow. They're about to be in the Eight of Pentacles. They're about to be restricted for these false reports. And again, this, because they're up under judgment, the statute of limitations, literally, this community is pissed off because you could have left the community, or you could have left this collaboration, this like community, because this person was lying on you to the police. You could have like literally left this community. And now, since you've been gone, literally, since you've been gone, this community is tripping balls because they're like, where did our good luck charm go? Where did our leader go? Where did the person that was the inspiration go? You know, there's people that actually value you in this community, and you could have had to walk away from it because you didn't know who it was that was trying to do this. Which is funny to me because you would have never guessed it was this younger person. Yeah, you welcome everybody coming into the chat. You would have never guessed that it was this younger person, because from my perspective, if you saw this younger child, maybe it was a neighbor. It absolutely was a neighbor. If you knew this younger person, you thought that they liked you, and they are just mischievous. You know how children just like they have moments of mischievousness, right? And we don't judge our children for that. But making false reports to the police to try to get somebody in trouble is not okay. Especially if it's false reports. This is like somebody that just thinks that if they call the police and say that, this could be anything from say that they smell marijuana near your home. Okay. Weed is probably legal where you're at. Or if it's not, you know, like you'd have to do a lot of investigating. Again, I don't know if police would even go to anybody's house over that dumb shit. Maybe if they say you're smoking it outside and contaminating the air around children or some shit. But this person's just made up many lies, and these police officers have come to look, and there's a lacking of evidence. That's why this person's going to be ultimately restricted and put in the Eight of Swords, you know, literally. They thought that, you know, because they were young, that they could do this dumb shit and that they would get away with it. I literally just get that we're under the influence of some type of negative force or something like that made them want to be mischievous. Because to me, you being the high priestess for the community, you have more authority than the police in the spiritual realm. Like if they tried, I'm not even kidding. These people are literally don't even realize how they're cursing themselves by coming up against you. And this community is like, where is our divine one? We want the divine one back. I'm not kidding. Whatever this community bonkers that you walked away from, they've been up under judgment since you left. And they're like, we want the divine one back. But at first they were like trying to get rid of you, divine one. That's crazy. Who in the hell goes, oh, there's a divine being. Let's banish it from the area. Like what? No, that's a blessing. That's like good vibes. Yeah, they definitely thought that they were going to be able to do this because maybe they tried to do it to somebody else, but whoever this other person was that they were able to run away, they were not a high priestess. It says about your inheritance. I'm not kidding. Your spiritual gifts and abilities, literally. And it's about you having a home and a place to live and having support. This person tried to protest that. Just like all of a sudden, like, okay, we're going to just protest this person being alive and existing. And then these weirdos are like, literally, well, God, why does this person have abilities? Who in the hell in their right mind goes and questions the Most High about somebody else's shit? No, you'll never see me. Like if God tells me to do something, I just do it. You'll never see me go, oh, why God? Why did you give? Like oh my God, I can't even think of anybody going to God and saying, why did you give this divine being spiritual abilities and why didn't you give those to me? This person's already doing criminal, illegal shit behind the scenes. That's why they're not given extra gifts, because they've shamed their ancestors. They, this, it's like a lot of people can get chosen and can get a phone call from God, but very few people answer that phone and actually do what God says, because it requires walking away from toxic relationships. It requires healing. It requires loving yourself. It requires choosing and putting yourself in the most high and that part of your life first before anything else. And whatever God asks you to do, no matter what, this is what people don't understand. They want you to stop doing whatever this priestess work is, but they don't understand that you cannot, because if God commanded you to do it, then you have to do it. So these people are trying to punish you because you're doing what God commanded. That's why God's not listening to these people's prayers. Every time they try to pray against your safety or pray against your freedom, God's just like, you guys are working yourselves closer into being casted out. And in the middle of damn winter, this is being casted out, being unhealthy, being not in a good state, right? And that's, like I said, these bullies need to worry about, they don't need to worry about paying their rent, because they're going to be in jail and in the Five of Pentacles. And that's literally what their future is. And they wanted to just change the outcome of your future because this person is lazy. They want to steal. It's easier for them to steal whatever project you work on and make a lesser thing of it. Like, basically, they'll take whatever you're doing and then make a cheaper version, like a Temu version, right? That's what they want to do. This Queen of Cups energy. She thinks she's so freaking smart. I think this is one of the dumbest people that I've ever met. Like, this person has empathic abilities, but they are not ever like sorry when they screw people over. This person's perverted, twisted, and crafty, and wicked and evil. The Four of Swords just came out. She's about to be literally laying in a casket. I don't mean to laugh at that, but literally, these people are doing this shit to themselves. Like, literally, they're doing this shit to themselves. You're not even doing anything to anybody. You're just sitting here following your dreams and then following up on what God tells you to do. And you just are kind of living your life and you're going down the correct path, just like God's directed you to. And this other person has been never followed. When God called them, this person was too afraid. They want to steal your life, but they were too afraid when God called them to live their own damn life. This person was afraid. This Queen of Cups in the reverse, they want to manipulate and control you. This person wants to like attach strings to your clothes and puppet you, like literally. She's immoral. She uses people, then discards them. And that's exactly what she wants to do. She's pissed off because you did not allow this woman to use you up and discard you. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, they weren't even gifted with wits. And that's kind of sad, but that a lot of this stuff is common sense. You can't curse somebody. You can't try to curse somebody and then try to steal their destiny and then think it's going to work out good when you just tried to curse their destiny. Like, that's some bipolar ass shit right there. It's crazy how people think, but people really do believe that. They believe the shit that the devil tells them. Like, these people are really idiots. They literally believe the devil will say, oh yeah, I can do that. Anything that you say to give up your shit to the devil's going to say, yes, I can do that. And then can the devil actually do that? No, of course not. Of course not. The devil's a fucking liar. That's why I don't get why people go to the devil, because the devil's going to lie to you. And then not only that, after you don't get what you want, you get the worst cursed version of what you want, like how jinns can twist your wish against you. Live out that experience and then still have to deal with the karma from trying to mess over somebody in the collective. This person wants to run away from their karma, and their karma is saying that it's going to put them down, because this person was told to take several seats when it came to you. Yeah, they're not moving forward. They're definitely blocked. And this person also, this Two of Swords shows me that like I said, this person's going to hell. At the moment that they die, they're going to be in purgatory, and everything that they created on this world will be gone, except for maybe their children. And even that, this person's cursed their own bloodline by trying to curse yours. That's why you just don't do magic on people, because you don't know who they are. These people, if they would, these people are saying now, well, if I would have known who they were, I wouldn't have done this. But that's the thing. If these people saw your true door to value, they would have done some worse shit, tried to sell you on the internet or some shit, like literally on the dark web. So that's what I'm saying, is that no, this person, God hid your door to value, and this person had a problem with you being gifted, and that's it. They had a big problem with that. They got an eight of cups, walk away, dissatisfied, because they were up under the moon all this time doing all of this nonsense. Like, if these people want death to come so bad, they should make sure that they're like immune to death, because I feel like death is not going to touch you. You've already transmuted that. These people are the ones summoning death. So that's what's going to be what comes to them. And these people are not, they're mortals. They're not immune. These people wanted your destiny, but they didn't want to have to go through anything that you had to go through to get your destiny. It sounds like it is definitely a them problem. But these people keep including your energy, and they're trying to do things that cannot be done, that just can't be done, because God's involved, because God exists. And these people seriously hate the Most High. They hate the Most High because they're not favored. It's crazy, because they're carrying a 10 of Wands. These people created their own 10 of Wands. This is not something God put on them. This 10 of Wands are 10 wands that they willingly took on by linking up with these other crooked ass people. This is a burden that they're carrying. And it seems like they're like, oh, I can never get a break. Well, holy shit, these people never stop doing dirt to other people. That's why they never get a break, because it's continual karma coming back. Literally, if you treat people the way that you want to be treated, people will treat you the way that you want to be treated. And it only takes a couple months of changing the way that you treat other people, and then that will literally change the way that people treat you. And so you won't have to feel like you have grudges or anything like that anymore. If you just follow that rule, it will guide you true, and literally it'll get you out of negative karmic situations, because anybody that's divine can be turned into a karmic if they make the wrong choice. If they choose the wrong partner and they get with a soul sucker or a succubus or whatever, or incubus or cambion, they get with any of these supernatural creatures that have lied and said that they're actually people. A divine person can be turned into a karmic, and vice versa. A karmic can be turned into a divine person. It just has to do with who's answering the call when God calls. And when God asks these people to do things, do they listen? The ones that listen become divine. The ones that don't listen become karmic. And they choose karmic relationships over divine ones, which is crazy, because they don't, again, like, I'm picking up on a group of people that they don't want a woman that's intelligent. Even this Queen of Cups in the reverse, she's just weird. She doesn't like other women. Like, she hates women. 9 of Wands. Yeah, these people want you to be permanently wounded with a boo-boo on your head. You're not even tripping. You're not worried about the burdens that these other people carry. These people doubt their own self-worth because they don't have any. All of their self-worth they get from siphoning and stealing from you. And then that's not even real. It's like fake dummy blessings that these people think that they're taking. But yeah, these people need to prepare for an assault, and they're going to be permanently wounded, because God is like not playing with. God doesn't play about you. What these people want most likely will be what happens to them, because that's what they're focusing on. They're focusing on what they don't want, and then they're trying to include you, and you have nothing to do with this weird low vibrational stuff. Yeah, you've got an Ace of Cups, overwhelming love and support, and the Holy Spirit backing you. So you're filled with the Holy Spirit. These people are filled with envy and despair. They're true. And thank you, despair, for putting our wicked ass enemies in despair, because literally these people deserve to feel every type of way that they tried to make you feel. Every tear that you cried that fell on the ground or even just fell from your eyes is a libation to the ancestors and to God. And there was no real reason for these people to torment you and to send cops to come after you and shit. and to use black magic. Everything that these people did, there was no reason other than you have spiritual gifts and abilities and these people don't, and they've tried to pay voodoo practitioners to get these gifts and abilities. They've tried to even have voodoo done so that you would be taken into court, but it's never going to that's never going to happen. Like, literally, these people already tried that. The Three of Cups, they have to come up with some evidence that you've actually done something to them, and they don't have any. So they're going to have to answer for that. Like, okay, well, now it's time to, you wanted to pursue this. Literally, you made all of these reports. Where's the evidence to it? So yeah, this person could have been saying to the police that you threatened them. No, this person's just threatened by your presence. They feel like if you're doing something, so you could do tarot, you could do painting, you could just be creative, you could do hair, it could be anything that you do. This person feels like if you're doing that, then they can't do it. But why is this person running behind you trying to do everything that you do? They're trying to live like your south node life and you're in your north node. You also have a harvest coming in, abundance, a celebration. You've got definitely a Holy Trinity energy protecting you and surrounding you guys at this time. And this stuff is like you can't get past that energy. These people want to touch you so bad, and like they can't get past the bodyguards. Like their angels are just like, nah, stay to yourself. Because really, these people are so sick and twisted, they need to self-isolate. They're in the tower. They're wounded and in the tower for coming for you. And they know that this is because of you. But it's not your fault. It's because you are protected. And these people wanted to remove your protection. They're exhausted. This Ace of Wands in the reverse, they're exhausted. They have mental dullness. Like I said, not the sharpest, mental dullness, not the sharpest tool in the shed. Literally says that. Says that they're over involved and need to choose between too many commitments. These people made vows to like negative forces that they would do something to you. And the negative force is like, what the fuck did you just say? What did you just say about my ancestor or somebody in my bloodline? I'm not kidding. They like go to like, Apophis or whatever this Egyptian dark deity is. And this deity is like, what'd you say about my person? Like these people don't even realize that you're protected by the forces that they're trying to seek after. That's crazy. It's going to end up backfiring on them. They definitely, these people celebrated too soon. They thought that they had a victory over you, and nah. This still talks about Three of Wands. Like through careful planning, your goal gets realized and then you reach it. So even with these people trying to block it, you're going to be well received by the community. And then you're also developing contacts, and you're going to be a leader. Pretty much these people want to follow you around everywhere. They're followers. You're a leader. You like actually help lead people to success. These people wanted your finances. They wanted your material success. Like I said at the beginning of this reading, that they were doing some type of net worth search or life insurance search or whatever, so they could borrow against this policy or take from it or whatever. But no, these people just want the full amount of money. And the thing is that they're sitting with all of the stolen money that they've taken basically from you illegally and without you being aware and siphoned, and they're not even happy with that. Why don't they just be happy with the shit that they stole and stop doing dirt to other people? These people don't know how to appreciate what they have. Like they buy nice things and then they destroy them when they get upset. When they see you still showing up on social media or you still being successful, these people destroy the nice items that they bought. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles energy, very fleeting energy. They really tried to get this person to get up and go after you, and there's like nothing motivating this person to come for you other than these other idiots that tried to say that you were doing something. I don't know what they tried to say. These people somebody could have lost a child, or they could have lost a loved one, and they could be blaming you for that. Nah, I'm sorry. If your protection, if your prayers and your protection wipes somebody on their ass or takes their life from them, then obviously that person was really trying to unalive you, if that's what happened to them. So I don't even want to hear it from these people. Literally. They wanted to isolate you, thinking that would like make you weaker, and it made you stronger. These people don't even understand the nature of the soul or anything. Like, you've been put into so many dark nights of the soul and you continually find the light, and these people just want to ride your coattails to find the light. They don't want to actually go within and access the light and then do what God's commanded them to do. The Hierophant. I can feel my throat chakras like, it's like vibrating. So somebody could have been really trying to tamper with your throat chakra. They could really not want you to speak out about what these people have done, because trust me, if these people don't stop trying to poke the bear, you're going to end up in a courtroom speaking the truth, and it's going to put these people in a world of hurt. And it's going to put this Hierophant group in a world of hurt. Yeah, exactly. Isolating a hermit. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's so stupid. That's like, okay, you just basically made them much more powerful. Plus, every time that these people send an attack to you, it makes you stronger. So they're actually helping you, even though they feel like they're not. But yeah, this Hierophant group literally got dragged into this negative karmic situation. This community that you've built of people that adore you have definitely questioned the intentions of the Hierophant group. Yeah, they definitely intentioned, and this is why you're so powerful. You don't do secret societies, covens, Hierophant groups, whatever this bowing down and kissing the ass of the devil shit is that I'm picking up on. But yeah, you don't do this dumb shit. You don't get in groups of people because you know that you're more powerful by yourself. And you don't want groups of people influencing you to do some shit that isn't aligned with your path. And that's exactly what these secret societies do. They hold this knowledge, and then when these lesser beings get a hold of this knowledge, they try to abuse it, and it makes these Hierophant groups look guilty. 3 of Swords, that's not good. That's like a very deep pain. I'm not kidding. The endless of that's despair is just putting your enemies through it. They're experiencing cruelty, abuse, and separation. These people could be getting kicked out of this freaking coven or whatever for lying on you. And this is what I say: don't go to spiritual people that do have abilities like these witches and tell them about this collective person, about this high priestess energy. Don't do that dumb shit, because you're basically, by lying to this Hierophant group or this coven goes and checks in the spirit. And when this coven started getting the backfire from all this energy that they sent out towards you, coming back to them, hitting them in theirs, they're pissed off about that. Because if they would have known who you really were, and if these people would have done their research, then they would have never, ever, ever done this to you. They would have picked somebody else, the devil. Literally, the devil and the Knight of Swords. They would have picked somebody else to do this devilment to. If they actually, and so they're like, it's not fair. It's not fair. We were set up. We didn't know who they were. I'm sorry, but if you would have known who this person was, you probably would have tried to sell them to the devil or some other weird shit. Okay. These people are in the 9 of Swords. They're not sleeping at night. They're being haunted. This devil's stalking these people and literally is saying, you promised me the destiny of that chosen one. You can't go get that chosen one. Well, then what else you got? Because I need something. I'm not going to leave without my payment, because this devil's like, I've done as much as I can do to this high priestess and it's not working. They're in their path. They're in their north node. This person cannot be touched. What else do you want me to do? They're in their wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups. What else do you think that I can do? I can't. This devil knows it can't go against the Most High God. Judgment's already been called. I love the little purple poopies. That's so cute. Yeah, they're clowns. Absolutely. It's just funny. I mean, they're in despair. Like I said, despair has got her hooks into these people and is pulling them down a dark rabbit hole that they probably will not get out of. So yeah, you have you have a couple of endlesses looking out for you. And endlesses are they're like eldritch powers and stuff. They're endless. They're forever, right? So dream is one, and Envy is one. Jealousy is like they're all actually entities, endless entities of that. And they like to teach people lessons about their whatever their specific energy is. So like basically when you get them on your side, they'll protect you from despair so that you don't go into those types of states. So basically they give you the protection and the immunity from those emotions. And it kind of turns you into a superhuman, but you guys were already superhuman to begin with. Like I said, he calls himself Pope Leo. Like I said, these people tried to isolate you, and that made you 10 times more powerful. Also, you guys stepped into the energy and the role of the emperor, being a leader and a high priestess of a group of people, which could be an online community. It could also be an in-person community. You could also have covens and secret societies that follow you, watch you, or at least watch your energy to see what's going to happen, because they don't have a real connection. So they're definitely, some people are definitely trying to worship you like God should be worshipped. It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird how they want to take you to court, but they also want to kiss your feet and kiss your ass. It's like, what? Try to kiss my foot, I will kick your teeth down your throat. Stay away from me. I'm not into that weird worship shit. I don't like that. But yeah, these people just want to worship you so that they feel like God will get jealous and strike you down. That's not ever going to happen. God knows that these people are just doing this dumb, weird, making altars of you shit because they want to get you in trouble for something. I mean, God's more intelligent than these people. Like I said, they're on this black magic bullshit. And I'm telling you, when these people ask the devil, like the devil's like, okay, give me your soul. And these people, and then what do you want for in exchange? These people literally say, I want so-and-so's life. I want Susie's life. I want Joey's life. I want Jesse's life. They literally are just like saying, I want these people's life. I want their destiny. But they don't know what comes along with the shit. They don't know every tear you've ever cried, every person you've ever lost, every experience you've ever gone through. They don't know about that. And of course, these people are weak as hell. They've had an easy life and, just completely ignorant as hell. And then these people literally listen to what they believe the devil when the devil says, oh yeah, I can do that. And the devil is just a liar. The devil is just literally lying to them and says, yeah, I can do that with this black magic. So these people are like literally waving around wands, thinking that all of a sudden this can be like, what is it? Parent Trap or whatever it was, where they switch bodies or switch places. Freaky Friday. There's going to be some type of change. And no, even in the most powerful forms of voodoo, and like when somebody's in their south node, you can try to take their north node and figure out what that is. But that doesn't mean that you're going to fulfill this person's fate and get the reward that they get. No, you're not this person. That's what I'm saying. Not everybody can do whatever it is that you're doing. If this is writing, if it's reading cards, if whatever it is, not everybody has the ability to do it. But they want that. And the devil said that shit so it could get your soul because you're an idiot and you didn't know that the devil was a liar. Are you fucking serious right now? You really want to tell me that your mother and father, your parents, that the world, you never heard what goes around comes around, what you send out will come back to you? Come on, yo. These people are like weird and they're unrealistic. They really believe in this magic stuff to the point where all this, like, it's like the stories of Cersei, where she used to, when somebody would piss her off, she would turn them into the animal that they were acting like to make fun of them and then, eat the animal or whatever. But they believe in that type of shit. And I do believe that there's powerful ass magic. I do believe that in Haiti, people can be brought back from the dead. I also know that the mermaids are real and there's a lot of supernatural things that are real. But as far as this destiny swap crap, no, it's not. It does not work like that. In fact, it cannot work like that. You can't even steal the destiny of somebody you're genetically connected to, because God knew who everyone was before they were born, and God's not confused since everybody has been born now. Like, there's no confusion of who is who. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. This 10 of Pentacles is yours, Yeah, the devil definitely lied. Definitely lied to these people. But you know, the devil doesn't have to. This is the thing. These people create these spells and make these contracts with the devil, and they feel like the devil has to abide by that contract, and they don't realize that all of this is bullshit, and the devil does not have to abide by the contract. The devil, you okay, so if you ask for fame, the devil may give you 7 years of fame, but then all of a sudden after 7 years, all this bad luck and bad shit starts to happen, and you lose your fame and become infamous for some negative shit. It always ends up that way. It always ends up turning on people, or the 27 club. It's always, the devil always lies. The devil has never told the truth since humans have been alive. The devil is a trickster. So the devil lies. Yeah. And I really feel like, that this 10 of Pentacles is basically yours. This is a community, a society, a group of people that support you, and there are a lot of people that, these people, now that the devil is on their back because you cannot be delivered to the devil, now the devil is on these people's backs, and they're trying to go to all these different religions to seek help, right? And these religions are trying their best. See, this person didn't tell them that they sold their soul to the devil and tried to sell your soul to the devil and wasn't able to complete the sacrifice. And so the devil's after them. These people are not telling these different religions that they did that. And this is why these religions are getting hit with karma right now. Anybody that tries to help this person's getting hit with this devil energy. So eventually these religious people are going to figure out what's going on, and they're going to kick these people out forever. 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is like the slowest moving energy, but it also just shows me that these people thought that you were some type of weak individual because maybe you are alone. Maybe you don't have somebody, or maybe they think that you don't have somebody. Either way, you have God. That's all you need. And you have yourself, and which is God. And you know how to go within to access that. So these other people, you know how to get to the kingdom of heaven because it exists within, but these people don't know shit. They feel like they have to go to the devil for everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. The House of Cards is going down. These people literally feel like they have to go to the devil just to get anything done, or they have to do black magic to get anything moving in their life. And if God's blocked them that bad to the point where they have to resort to this weird shit to get anything going in their life, then they're obviously blocked for a reason. They should be asking themselves why. Oh, it's because you have protection. Like I said, if your protection prayers end up wiping this person and their family out, then that says a lot about what their intentions were and what they were trying to do, because you're protected by God. The universe supports you. This is an excellent time for intellectual projects, and a breakthrough is possible. So these people will try to copy your intellectual ideas, but we already know that, because the devil can't create anything that's authentic. It's all stolen bullshit. And like I said, the devil will keep your star's energy away from you until the point where you decide to sell. Then they try to trick you out of your soul. This is just what the devil does on the day-to-day basis. Only wants people that are under its agenda, right? And you're not going to be on that type of time. Like I said, this is definitely about something you do, you create with your hands, you work on. Some of you could literally work what is it, like stained glass windows. You could literally be starting that, or you could be interested in that. Some of you could be like people that blow glass, like glass designs. Anyways, you could just be very creative or have some type of craftiness about you. Whatever you create with your hands, this is like this is something that these people would want to take to the market and have mass produced. But again, the only reason that it's this good of quality is because it's being made by your hands. You could even create your own tarot cards or oracle cards by hand for people or something like that. This is like something very, very crafty that you do. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know what your guys are thinking, but the devil did not crucify Jesus. The Romans crucified Jesus. I mean, if that even happened. Personally, I don't think it was Jesus that got crucified. I think it was Judas, but whatever. Yeah. So literally, these people are afraid of you raising the consciousness with your art and with your vibration and with your good spirit. This devil energy is like, no, go back to sleep. Go back to living the old life where I had some type of foot. No, this motherfucker never had a foot in hold in your life. Never. You never really gave the devil the time of day or the recognition that it wants and needs. This motherfucker's over here wanting its ass kissed. But look at those two humans. They're literally chained to the devil. They did that themselves. And they're experiencing this Three of Swords world of hurt because this devil's like, yo, give me a soul. You guys. Six of Cups, literally. Give me the soul of your child is what this devil's saying. And this is why I know that the devils that are around doing this dumb shit, this is the same thing of Moloch or Baal doing the 7-year cycle. If you sacrifice your child to me, I'll give you 7 years of not back in the day, it was 7 years of not starving, shit like that. 7 years of having clean water. Once that's up, you have to do another sacrifice. So people, they didn't have orphanages and shit like that back in the day, back in like Solomon's time and stuff like that. They didn't have orphanages, or if they did, people would rather take their baby to Moloch because they're going to get something for it and then go give it to an orphanage, which is sad. But the old people, the people before, see, we've gone through so many evolutions, and then technology has boosted us up so much further than anything that we could have perceived before. This Eight of Wands crossroads, this black magic at the crossroads is literally not working. I don't know if this worked on other people, but this is not working on you. So I always tell you guys that, yes, if you don't believe in magic, it's going to most likely mess you up the worst. Why? Because people that are in their south mode, it's easy for magic to be done on people who are not awakened to their own power and who are asleep and stuck in the matrix. It's just easier to do magic on people then. But when somebody's awakened, they're in their north node, they're in their divine life purpose, and they're working on themselves and working with the Holy Spirit and walking forward in life, actually helping people, that those type of people, yeah, nothing can touch them because God's got its hand on them, literally. And that's what these people need to understand, is that, you cannot be touched, and your protection cannot be removed. This protection will not be removed. And if anybody tries to steal your intellectual property that you inherited from the Most High God, they're going to suffer for that, because these people could try to steal your ideas and your wisdom and your guidance, but they wouldn't know how to formulate the shit, what part goes with what. They wouldn't know how to put it together and actually make a use of it. So it's just like jumbled words that have no meaning, basically. These people don't understand the work that you're creating. That's why they can't duplicate it. Four of Wands. They also want you to shut up. They don't want you talking about whatever this is. I feel like your creative goals and projects are going to be completed. Four of Wands right there. No matter what, this is something that you're working on with God. And so this talks about you rewarding yourself for what you've achieved. I would just not be really flashy. Don't post a whole lot of stuff on the internet unless you want people to specifically target that. But even if they do target whatever you post, they're not going to be successful. Yeah, you have a King of Pentacles, or you are a King of Pentacles, that is going to help you. And that could be somebody that's a supporter. It could be somebody that donates to you, or it could be somebody that just assists you. But this person sees your worth, and they're definitely willing to back whatever this project is. If it is making some type of physical object, right? Yeah, this person's like, sees the worth in it. Is like, okay, definitely a positive person here for you. So yeah, these people with their crossroad offerings, they're at the Seven of Cups. Look at that. That's somebody's shadow, first of all. It's not even a real person. And then you've got all of these mysterious, what in the hell are these illusions coming out of these cups? Like, what actually is that? These people don't know what's coming next. There's going to be a psychic, spiritual, supernatural, an inexplainable event. And these people are going to be really upset, because there's UFO, UAP energy around that event, and these people may get abducted and probed or some shit like that. I'm not kidding. They're with this devil sacrifice shit where you sell your soul to the devil or you try to sacrifice another person. They're extraterrestrials attached to this devil energy. So I would just, don't come for chosen ones, because these extraterrestrials are watching what's happening. And they're like, yeah, we're not going to allow this person to get anywhere near the Empress. You guys already came out as Emperor energy, but now the Empress as well. So you could be a divine feminine, you could be with a divine feminine, or it could be your destiny to be with a divine feminine. But yeah, this King of Pentacles definitely is looking at the divine feminine like I got your back. You don't have to worry. If anything if these people were to fall through financially, this could even be a family member, the King of Pentacles, somebody that helps you out financially. But yeah, this is unwavering support from those who care about you. Queen of Pentacles, exactly. This could be two people, Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles. Could be your parents. So yeah, these people, they don't want their story to come out through your art. They don't want their story to come out because they're guilty of shit. These people just don't want their story to come out in any type of way. And you're always good at revealing stuff. I've got to turn the fan on. You guys are always good at revealing the truth. And these people just don't want the truth to come out. Point blank, period. You're going to be receiving a good news, possibly something that comes in the mail, or it could be coming to your email. But this is basically going to tell you that whatever these people were trying to do against you did not work. And not only this person could end up having to pay you for some damages. You guys are receiving an Ace of Pentacles right now. Anybody that comes in with a fishy ass offer, you know that they're of this devil energy, because you got a Page of Cups. That's another young person being really, these young people need to, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it. These young people that have not lived life yet, they really need to stay in their lane, stay in their place, and stop coming for older people that have already lived through the lessons that are necessary in life for you to succeed. These young people want to steal the destiny and the outcome of somebody who's actually lived their life, learned how to succeed, built themselves up. This person wants to come in and give some type of fishy offer and then inherit all of this power and authority and this throne and shit. No. This person you're not royalty, first of all. Second of all, they're too young and dumb. They care more about the clothes that they wear on their back than, what comes out of their mouth and what their actions are. These people would definitely unalive somebody for money. It's crazy. Yeah, they want to be able to come in and breadcrumb you on your own shit. What type of dumbass shit is that? Is this the entertainment business? Is this literally, do any of you have anything to do with the entertainment business? Because it seems like this could be something like that. They want you to take some stupid offer that is not even a legitimate offer. It's like some type of trap. But yeah, this Six of Pentacles, this famine, breadcrumbing ass energy. This is like the entertainment business seeing you not have a record label or not have whatever. And, oh, you did do music for a while. Yeah, this is like the industry seeing you being independent and them being like, no, we need to get that person. Go give them this fucking codfish. Go give them this cup with a fish in it, this nasty ass offer. Thinking that, and they think that they can just walk up and take whatever from you. These people are slow. Yeah, this is because you have star traits. I'm serious. They're like, go get that star. We need to have that star working for us. We need to be making 75% of what their income is. And if not, we're going to take them to court and sue them. No, the hell they're not. They're going to try to take you to court and they're going to end up in jail themselves because, like I said, they called on the dumb shit. Literally, it's them that's going to be sacrificed and crucified. I mean, not literally crucified, but metaphorically and metaphysically and energetically. They tried to literally sacrifice you. That's crazy. And I hope that these people are not your parents or anybody that's related to you, because that would be very sad. You cannot sacrifice the soul of another person if you don't have their body there to unalive it yourself. And even if you do that, it's not guaranteed that it's going to work. So this is what I'm saying. These people are really evil. And they've sacrificed other people that were in their south node, and it did make them sick and it did affect them. And these people got some type of financial boost for sacrificing people and keeping them in their south node. But now this magic's not working anymore because we're in the new aeon. We are in a new aeon, however you want to say that. Yeah, the start of the Wheel of Fortune, you are here to succeed. You also have good luck that's coming into your life. Yay. I mean, you've always had good luck though. So yeah, if you guys get a message that's like so-and-so was trying to take you to court over whatever false evidence was entered. I mean, literally you're dealing with people that are not intelligent, and you're dealing with cops that are under the influence of black magic, so they may believe whatever is said. Like I said, these cops are so fucking stupid and fat and lazy. I can't even believe it, that they like literally like follow up on bullshit lies. They don't even check to make sure the lies are not lies. They just go and take actions against somebody. So if this was them trying to like sign a warrant off for your arrest, these people are not only going to purgatory, they're going to hell. And they're literally going to probably the lowest vibration of the third dimension right now until they pass away. They're like, shut up. No, you shut up, bitch. Yeah, temperance. You know, when you have Archangel Michael, there could also be a Sagittarius energy that's looking over you from the other side. But yeah, do you have Archangel Michael protecting you? This sacrifice is not going to happen. And also protecting your Wheel of Fortune. You're going to come into this good luck, good fortune, happiness, and success, you know? Yeah, they definitely attack the throat chakra because they don't want you to speak. But still, even at that, you already know what these people did. You could see through them. They should have literally done this dumb shit to you when you were not awake. Even then, it would have never worked because it was always your destiny to awaken. And why God even allowed these people to do this dumb crap is so that you would wake up. You know what I mean? So that you would awaken to who you truly are. And sometimes it does take a spiritual attack or some spiritual warfare for you to find out that your divinity. You know what I mean? So it's like there was a reason that God allowed this to happen. But now that you've awakened and you're stepping into your power and you're living in your North Node, it's like, yes, absolutely, to seeing as part of your destiny. It's like these people, they could be celebrities, they could be in the music industry, they could be in the entertainment business or whatever. They want a piece of your pie, but they didn't contribute anything to it. And they have nothing to contribute to it other than bad karma. So like, this is why God steered you away from these type of people and signing contracts with these groups, because they will drag you to the pits of hell and make you climb out of that for no reason. These people do like humiliation rituals. They do a bunch of dumb shit that you're not going to participate in. Like, I don't need to be famous enough or I have to go around kissing people's asses and doing devil worship. Like, fuck off. I'm never going to do that. This collective is never going to worship the fucking devil to be on your team. We don't give a fuck about you celebrities. We don't take you seriously other than being good at acting and singing and performing. We don't care about what your political choices are. You guys are not even in the same boat as everybody else that's alive. So shut the fuck up. It's completely different. Why would we listen to your political advice when you guys are fucking idiots? And we all know that y'all got paid off to say the shit that you're saying. And not only that, you double standard go against your own shit. So no, it's like triple, quadruple rejection for these people. And these people, like, they're not very mature. These people are adults and they don't like know how to deal with the word no. When people say no to them, they feel like, oh shit, like I've got to go a different direction. These people don't know how to deal with being told no. And they were told yes by the devil, but God has said no, basically. It is a high school mentality. And it could be that some people's brains just didn't develop after high school. Why would that happen? I don't know. These are definitely people that are a joke. Knight of Wands in the reverse. This person's under 40. This person can't have an erection. I don't know what that has to do with you, why that's your problem, but this person blames you for that. I think this person thinks that you did spell work on them, but you didn't. It's this karmic that they're messing with. This person's extremely cocky. They appear successful, but it's an act. This person promises a relationship, but will leave after he gets what he wants. So it's like, you can't take anything that comes out of this person's mouth seriously because they can't keep their thing in their pants, and that's not attractive. Like, even if they don't have diseases, it's still not attractive. Somebody that sleeps with everyone, like, that's gross. And I'm not judging people. People can be as promiscuous as they want, but everybody has a right to feel as how they want to feel. And this person makes my stomach turn. This Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they want that sacred yoni energy because they can't do anything without it. Well, maybe they should have treated you better when they had you in their grasp. They're so dissatisfied. Look at this Four of Cups. This person can't take anything to get it up. I'm not kidding. And what type of situation where the Viagra don't work, I'm not for sure. I'm not a doctor, so I couldn't tell you. But literally, this person has lost interest in all normal activities. Now it's like they don't know where to go. You were basically leading these people. Now these people don't know where to go. Yeah, they want to bring in a romantic partnership or some type of romantic offer. They want to bring one of these cups of dissatisfaction to you. You don't believe that happiness is where the money is. You know that happiness is where you make happiness. And it's nobody else's responsibility to make you happy. That's why you take responsibility for yourself. And this other person thinks that you're the reason that they're unhappy. No, they're the reason. They're losing ass. This is a freaking loser. This loser is the reason that they're unhappy. They spent up all of their money on diamonds and dumb shit, like just getting more karmic debt, buying fucking diamonds that other people had to slave for, die for. Literally, it's like worse than having blood money. I would never put a diamond on myself. Never. But these rappers, I don't know. These musicians, they don't actually think. They just make choices and their life goes a certain type of way, but they don't actually use their brains to think. Because if they did, they would have thought that, okay, maybe this Two of Cups, love. They want to take this shit from you. This is an offer from the universe. They can't take anything that the universe is giving to you. This person wouldn't know what to do with all of the love. They wouldn't know what to do with it. So that's why they can't do this. And not only that, they're going to be pulled into the court system by trying to pull you into the court system, especially over some love. Literally, this is over you having a contract with the divine. There's nothing that this person can do about that. That's part of your destiny. And this person made it their destiny to be sacrificed. So yeah, the Seven of Wands, they're going to be on the defensive. Just be aware of that. They're not going to win, though. You have the ability to defend yourself, and whatever you say is going to be the law. I'm not even kidding. Whatever you speak out of your mouth, this is why they want you to shut up, because whatever you say is going to be the law. I mean, you don't have to even say what these people are guilty of for them to be still judged by the Most High. Yeah, and never compete when you can't compete where you don't compare. And these people that are delusional as shit, you could be a divine feminine and these people could be wanting your destiny and they're not even the same gender as you. How are you going to steal the destiny of somebody that has destined children to come into existence? Shut up, stupid. And not only that, these men, if you are divine masculine, these men want to steal your destiny and they don't have anything divine about them. Plus, they could be on the DL. This King of Cups is definitely somebody that is on the DL. So it's a transition of power. We're seeing with the new Pope transition of power. We're seeing with the entertainment business falling to shit, new power. And it's going to be these individual artists, like I'm like literally getting that these people have tried to corrupt everyone, even like people that are like young, like, well, Billie Eilish is not young anymore, but when she was a teenager, these people were trying to get to her. So this is like where your protection comes in very most importantly here with Archangel Michael, because literally these people have gotten to other people before and have done things, you know, to force them to sign contracts for like very little amount of money. And then the company turns around and charges them for everything. It's like crazy. So yeah, I don't know. It seems just like a trap or a trick to me. But again, these people were just like trying to find out what your net worth is, what your life insurance worth is, so that they could try to sacrifice you for that. And these people are getting caught up, point blank, period. They're also carrying a lot of burdens. And that's because they decided to treat you like shit. These people should have thought a little bit harder about who they were picking on and what they were trying to achieve, because it just feels completely messy and disorganized. These people did not have their shit together. Besides this Queen of Cups in the reverse being really immoral and just being really gross and sick, yeah, these people cannot do anything to you. So know that God loves you. Know that I love you, you guys. Thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. Please like this video. It would really help. Make sure that you guys subscribe, okay? And know that if you guys ever have an emergency, you can send me a $10 super chat with a question, and I will pause the collective reading and address the question. But yeah, exactly. It's like a butterfly effect. You know what I mean? What happened in the past is creating the justice that you're going to receive now. So it's like, whoever these big people in the industry were, I'm not going to say names, but we know who they are. They're losing power, and they're losing money, and they're losing fame and popularity. And then we're going to see a transition of power into people who are individual artists who step up and take the place of these old people. So you guys are in the right place at the right time. Okay. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, peace be with you. You guys have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye.